Yes, I saw you guys. You're heroes.
So my house might have a hole in it again.
That sounds like an animal control problem.
Animal?
Yeah. You need to control the local fauna. They're obviously damaging structures in the area. I recommend a taser. Alright, Basil. We appear to have got the oil deposits for the time being. I still haven't dealt with that lead, but that is a situation for later. When I have more time. I'm gonna spend my whole day fucking with the lead.
Damn it, even my stairs got blown up. That really wasn't on your usual level of well done. I don't know why. Yeah, that's a lot better. Oh, how many pieces of wheat does it take to make some bread?
3 in a horizontal line.
I only have 1.
Ah, so close.
I know. You know what? I think I'm going to move my house.
Why would you do that, you silly girl?
Because I can.
Surely you will perish.
It's currently daytime.
Ah, and that's how they get you. That's daylight? You shall never suspect. Goddamn creeper in the back station.
I got a carrot!
Did you say you got a carrot?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good job. Did you kill a zombie for it?
Yes.
Yeah, they're a good source of early game seed crops for carrots and potatoes. If you can manage to kill a handful of them, you'll usually get one or both, and then you're set. The wheat can be for the animals, and you can have the veggies. Now, take that, you fucking jellyfish. I brought in a ringer. Now, you want some too, Megalodon? Alright.
Oh dear. I need to make another pick.
Oh yeah, I have to breathe. I keep forgetting that the Basil sword is the only one that's immune to that problem. Alright, give me my air and we'll go back and get more jellyfish. Nope, I missed it. Come here, jellies, we're going to make a meal out of you.
These can make meals.
Oh yeah, I just fucked up those jellyfish for the rest of their day. since Wolf thinks that Basil here got killed, he won't even miss the fact that I've absconded with Basil, who is an awesome fucking mount for undersea adventuring.
Why does Wolf think Basil got killed?
Because he couldn't find him, because Basil had swum up to attack something that was up under Wolf's boat. So he swam up inside the hitbox of the boat, and Wolf just hadn't discovered him because he hadn't used that boat.
Oh.
So I went and parked next to that boat like I normally do, and immediately spotted him because there he is sticking out of the boat.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased with this Basilsaur. Kind of a tough bastard.
Is stone less prone to getting blown up?
Than dirt? Absolutely.
What about wood?
I think wood is more prone than stone, less prone than dirt.
So stone's the best?
Between stone, wood, and dirt, yeah, stone is the best for resisting damage. It's also the best for not being able to be picked up by an Enderman. So he can't just abscond with your wall. All of that other stuff he can absolutely take off with. What blocks an Enderman can pick up is determined directly by the block's hardness.
Still got no chicken seeds working.
It might be an operator error, I don't know.
You just aim at something and right click, don't you?
You just throw it against a wall.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, it's possible you're doing it wrong. I mean, it's not a highly common problem to not be able to get chickens from seeds.
I've got 2 adults and a baby at the moment, so it's not too bad.
Alright, let's figure out where Basil's gonna live. Is this bay over here going to be deep enough for you, buddy? Sure looks like it. Yeah, you seem okay over here.
You can make stairs out of stone, can't you?
Cobblestone, yeah. Cooked stone, maybe. I can't say 100% certain, but I think so.
Cobble will do. I mean, at the moment, I'm just laying my foundation for my house, so...
And currently living in a dirt box, from what I gather.
It had a wooden roof, but...
Shit happens.
Yeah.
I say as my dinosaurs continue pooping voraciously.
As your dinosaurs, did you say?
Yeah. Like almost every word of that sentence was punctuated with a turd. Such active little poopers.
Must be.
Alright. Open the doors this way. Lock them. open. And let's hop on Mrs. Dash. See if we can get her out of here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's Uncle Touchy. We should be able to get him out of there. You monster, are you knocking down trees already? God damn, he's been standing there for a second and trees are disappearing.
Is that Uncle Touchy?
Yep, that's Uncle Touchy. He just cannot keep his hands to himself.
Naughty Uncle Touchy.
He's kind of a problem.
Apparently so. I suppose I should find a way to seal myself in for the night.
Sell yourself? Jesus, that escalated quickly.
Seal!
Oh, seal?
Seal you back.
Wow, you went from Uncle Touchy to selling yourself on an open market. That's bold. Look how it worked out for Mario. Turned him right off. Turned him right off of Minecraft.
True.
Alright, Uncle Touchy, I need that saddle to get this fickle fart of God out of the fucking boat here. Here.
Although he has come back to play Minecraft.
Yeah, briefly, to go hunting for gas tears for me. Once.
Yeah, well. You got the better end of the deal there.
Well, I don't know, one gas tier. In the time that he was hunting them, I could have gotten more. But he also hunts them with a bow. I use a sword of looting. And hunting them with a bow, they're gonna drop their shit in lava all the time. So your return on investment for your time is gonna be markedly worse. If you're killing them with a sword, then they've pretty much got to be over land, which is my mentality. Alright, let's bring some raptors and dillos. Come on, you guys. Come on. Don't be shy, snuggle up. Nobody here is allowed to bite.
Don't know if I want to snuggle up with them.
I just have to crawl under one of my dinos to get the rest of them to get the hell off the boat. There we go. Alright. There's food in the trough. For now, that'll work.
Looks like to make myself. What?
I don't know, you broke up a bunch there, so I'm just filling in the space.
Looks like to make my bed in Minecraft, I'm going to have to kill a bunch of spiders.
It seems like a really long way to do it, but to each their own.
I haven't found many sheep yet.
Making for some lonely nights, eh, right? Alright. Let's get this pack of murderers up the fucking hill. Let's start with you, Mrs. Dash. Touchy. Alright, dickhead, you need to not fucking be in my hitbox. What are you, set to retardedly short distance? Your follow distance is medium. How did you... Oh, this is not the baryonyx. You there. Stupid. Now, come on over here. Thank you. Okay, you and Barry can stay here for a second. Hey, fart bag, get over here.
Oh, I'm getting better at keeping things arm's length.
Getting better at keeping things at arm's length.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
And
start.
then I die to a spot.
Yeah, they jump and get in your face. Spiders are really, really big on humping people's faces, and I don't know why that is.
So are zombies.
Zombies aren't as big at on humping your face. They just want to hug.
When you've got 3 of them trying to hug you?
Well, then it turns into a gangbang, but that's, I mean, that's a whole different problem.
Yeah, and I don't have my sword on me. Ow.
Bow, chicka, bow, chicka, bow, 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 chicka, bow, chicka, chicka, bow.
No.
Oh, is that not what you're
No.
doing? Why not?
No.
What's wrong with you?
A lot, apparently.
It's okay, you're still welcome here.
Well, thank you.
Broken people need not cry.
Are you saying I'm broken?
Well, you're saying you're broken. You're saying there's a lot wrong with you.
This killing, on a slightly different subject, killing zombies with your fists takes forever.
Yeah, fisting a zombie is really slow and thankless work.
Yes.
Alright, have I got everybody out of the boat? Yeah, everybody except for the digital professor. Okay, you stay there. And up here we've got you two. So I'm gonna go like that. Take the shortcut.
Yay, it's coming daylight again.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow, chicka, chicka, bow, chicka, chicka, bow.
You worry me.
Who with the what? You keep cutting yourself off.
You worry me.
Oh. Yeah, I never would have got that. Paste. Pearls. Chitin. Is oil going in here? Yep. Yep, it is. Alright. Oil. Chitin. Oil. And pearls. Okay. Let's go bio oil. I'm gonna cook that shit up right now. Oil hides. You know what? No, use the spark powder.
Damn it, I just realised I'm going to have to make my roof a bit taller.
You're gonna have to make a taller reefer. Jesus.
Roof.
That's what I call a big bone. I will. Kids, stay away from drugs. Drugs are bad. Unless they're good, in which case they're really good. Okay.
I've drugs.
Hmm?
I've had drugs.
I've had all the drugs.
Oh.
Didn't you ever wonder why I am the way I am? Duh. It must be the drugs.
No, I've had drugs.
Yeah, you have too. When you weren't looking.
Oh, that'll explain it. What drugs did I have?
Snuck some roofie colada in with your alcohol. Okay, pull the wood in. Pull the fiber in.
There we go. Almost transferred all my stuff across. Well, I have actually.
You're a hero. Did you know that?
I think.
You're welcome. Did you ever know that you're my hero?
No, I didn't know. You've never told me.
It's because I'm shy.
You?
I know. Weird, right?
I don't believe you for some reason.
It's because you're a terrible person. Calling someone out for as a liar for admitting their shortcomings. What kind of monster
I just
are
didn't know, that's all. I didn't know.
Yeah, hard to imagine, but once upon a time I was shy. I was very shy.
If I had to guess, I would have said you're an extrovert.
More recently, yes, but that is a relatively new development in my life. I'm not saying like super new. It's, you know, years on, but it was definitely not that way when I was younger.
Never would have guessed.
I was a class clown. I was always, you know, seeking the audience's approval and that kind of thing. Drove my mom right up the fucking wall, but yeah, I was never.
Let me guess, you had all sorts of calls. Digital's being naughty again.
Well, they weren't quite phrased that politely, but sure, we'll go with that.
Never.
What?
They never are.
No, they had slightly stronger language than that. Or at least they did by the time they were relayed to me. For all I know, it's an exaggeration. For all I know, everybody was delighted by my antics, and I was simply being misled.
I don't think you were.
You don't think I was misled?
No.
Oh, I feel like I probably was. Seems highly likely.
I can see teachers not being delighted by the sort of antics I can imagine you pulled.
I had one teacher for like five credits over the course of my high school time. He seemed okay with all of it.
One teacher out of how many?
Well, it's not one teacher out of how many so much as a teacher that had way more than any of the others to deal with. If anyone was going to get tired of it, I'd expect them to.
True.
Hold the stone in. And I think the flint was going in here. Yeah, sure looks like it. I don't know why I've got it in that table. Oil is also in here.
I'm a twat.
Well, you certainly have one. Is that the qualifying factor, or is there more to it?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, far be it from me to tell someone they're wrong about their own shortcomings, but let's just pretend for a moment we don't agree on this. What exactly is it that is responsible for this excited utterance?
I took the seeds out of my hand when I was trying to organise my chickens.
Uh-huh. Did you throw them on the ground and let them despawn?
No.
Okay, and did you put them in a box?
No, I moved them around in my inventory.
It seems like an awfully strong reaction to that particular instance. I feel like maybe that's a little bit of overstating the severity of a situation. Maybe you just need to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down. Be calm.
I am calm.
Calm. You know how weird it sounds to pronounce calm's L? So fucking unnatural.
Calm.
Yeah, you need to just calm down. It feels like
Calm.
yeah, it feels like you're trying to puke. That's
No.
the best way to describe how awkward it is. You need to calm down. That the sound of you retching? Yeah, a little bit. Why? I pronounced the L. You silly bugger.
Crap.
Alright.
Now I'm trying to kill a chicken with a lead.
Well, there are harder ways to do it. I have never tried any of them, but I've heard good things. Perhaps next
Reminds
time.
me of my
Perhaps next time use a feather just for the ironic touch.
reminds me of my pig with its carrot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I wasn't gonna mention the pig. I felt like that whole dark incident just needed to stay in the past. That
No.
that bit of frankly unprovoked and startling murder was
It was an accident.
most murders are actually they're not premeditated, which is why manslaughter had to be a separate charge. All right, you need
Imagine that.
pull fertilizer and fill crops. Holy crap. Which crops did you just fill? Oh, my boat. Those plant species X must be just cooking through their fertilizer.
Damn it. I'm going to have to spend another night without a roof.
Why not just put a quick and dirty roof together to close the place in? Like,
I'm slowly trying to do that. It's not happening though.
I think you're misunderstanding which part of that sentence is important. Quick and dirty generally doesn't mean it has to be made of dirt. It generally means it has to be done fast. That's usually the
Yes,
key
I
indicator.
got
Just
waylaid during the day though.
yeah, well, sometimes I get waylaid too. I don't go around bragging about it. I just fucking enjoy it.
Really.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got to enjoy that sort of thing when it happens.
Do tell.
Uh, duh. I don't know what's there to tell. That.
I'm getting my roof done. A quick and dirty version.
There you go. Just throw something up there to keep the trouble out. Or so help me Christ, I will log into your single player world and I will cause trouble. I will throw turds down. I will do all sorts of things that you didn't think were possible.
It's not hosted on anything. How can you log in?
I have my ways.
Eek!
I'll sick Chibbles the Hacksaw after you.
What?
Chibbles is asking why the duck is not gathering stuff for her house on the server.
I thought he knew I had a single player.
I don't think the question is why you have a single player. I think the question is why you're playing that instead of loading up the stuff for. I don't know what part of this question confuses you, honestly.
The whole bit. There you go.
I'm out. Chibbles, it's on you, man. Do you want to try and explain this to her?
No, I don't have a way of telling if whether it's daytime.
Okay, let's put the wireless Jenny over here. And let's feed the wireless Jenny. Increase to maximum radius. Alright, Lazarus, let's take a look, see how far our power goes. Hey, generator, why are you not pinging? I was counting on you pinging.
Also, why must I play on the server?
Chibbles was the one inquiring. Alright, so that will take the power almost all the way out there. Oh, hello. Mr. Wolf's hosting us. Or at least Cairnmaster is hosting
hello,
us.
Wolf.
I don't know if Wolf's actually awake or if that's Cairnmaster doing his work. In any case,
I
the
just
hosting
got
is appreciated.
4 babies out of I just got 4 babies out of a chicken seed.
4 out of 1 seed?
Yes.
I stand by my statement. I still feel very strongly that there's some operator component here that is a possible cause of some of the confusing shit we're seeing. I don't know how, so don't even think to ask, but I feel like that's the only explanation there is for getting 4 chickens out of 1 egg.
I don't know what to say.
And it makes 3 of us.
3?
No, you, me, and the fly on the wall.
Oh.
Oh, shit. I went through all that and I didn't even think to turn on the goddamn thing. Unpowered? Why is it unpowered? It's within the power range. Oh, I know. It's unpowered because it can't be powered on Basil by a terrestrial generator. Okay, so I've got power
Ooh.
out to there.
I found myself some more coal.
Good job. I think I should have power enough to deal with things. Set up a feeding trough out here. There it is. Alright, feeding trough.
"24 pieces of coal, to be exact."
Good job.
And it's still night. And there goes my pick.
There goes what?
My pick.
Oh, your pick. I see.
I must have been picking too hard.
Serve fish. There it is. Doing a little bit of vigorous picking.
Yeah.
How dare you? Rude.
I'm not allowed to?
Oh my god, so rude.
No.
Just picking all day long. Jesus. Calm yourself.
I'm not allowed to pickle the coal up?
So dirty.
Oh. Well, excuse me while I pick some more coal up.
Oh my god, the dirty. We can't handle this, it's dirty. Alright, are you guys close enough that you're getting food from the trough? It doesn't look like it. Okay, then we're gonna do something about that. There's no reason you can't.
Ooh, sunshine.
Black sunshine.
No, it's yellow. Well, you know.
Orange.
Yeah. Thank you, son.
Thank you, door. So yeah, it looks like none of you are getting fed from the trough. So let's bring you over here until we find where the trough's radius is going to work. Alright, so the trough's radius is working over there. Alright, come on, Scooper. Who else? Yeah, we can get you out of here. Where's Stumpy? Maybe that in your inventory. Just a saddle. Okay. Oh, I can't get through that little gap.
Is Stumpy short and stumpy like his name suggests?
No, it's short for stump grinder. He's a beaver.
Oh. That makes sense.
Alright, Lazarus. We're gonna move you over there so that I can get through with Inky. There we go. Big bird has been moved. Alright, now let's get Whiplash over there. All of you with the colored saddles can hang out over here. Now, how the hell am I going to get you guys untangled? Come on over here, red base mascot. You stay there, buddy. You're getting food, right? No, you're not. Alright.
I'm so glad it's sunny at the moment.
It's always sunny in Denver.
Right.
It's actually a lie. It's never sunny.
No.
Alright, come here, Nitro. You don't have a saddle, so we're going to park you behind the row with saddles. Okay, that works. You there, big fella. We're going to put you on the end. Shit, you're fast. You're fast for a big guy.
Do I need to have something above where I want to put the door? A block?
No, the door does not require the space above it to be filled.
Then how come I can't place it?
The block you're trying to place it on, is it a full block or a half block?
It's a nothing block. Damn it.
What do you mean it's a nothing block?
It's air.
Well, there you go.
Yes.
You can't have hover doors.
Damn it. There we go. Here's a door. I hasn't finished my roof yet, but...
Door! A deer. A female door. Sorry, you just reminded me of a bit from Simpsons. Where Homer goes, doe! As they hit a deer. And Marge goes, a deer! And then Lisa goes, a female deer. It was really cheesy, but it was kind of funny.
Yes, of course.
Alright, you coming around the end of the tree? Come here, buddy. Come on over here. There you go. Now, little Mr. Mascot. Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna blister from that. You burnt the shit out of it.
Oh yeah, feel it.
Yeah, it looks like it should. It didn't want to touch it, so it looks like it should have touched it. That's gonna probably stop it. Congratulations. Fresh influx of caffeine.
Yay.
She just got home to show me the ridiculous burn she managed.
I figured that I could hear a bit of the conversation.
Yeah, she had to heat something cherry red in order to bend it back into shape. And then do a weld on it as well. Okay, great. So like an hour later, she's doing something else on a nearby part, not even thinking, presses her arm right into it. I'm like, uh-huh.
Whoops.
Uh-huh. It's gonna leave a mark.
Yep.
It's a good fucking burn.
Well, I mean, I reckon the best scars are the ones that have great stories. As a kid, I went on one of my school camps, and it was at a beach settlement, and we had to go look for driftwood for a fire, and I was always one of those people who never did anything adventurous. And I just decided to be a bit rebellious, and so there was this log lying on the beach. Wasn't good for the fire or anything because it was too big, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to walk out and try and balance up it. Well, wouldn't you know it, I slipped off it.
Of course.
And there was these two relatively fine sticks sticking out the side, and of course I fell, and like the way I fell, I cut my leg open on those.
Well, that's better than what I was expecting. I thought you were going to say you ended up punching a hole in your ass because you landed on your butt on one of them.
No, I wasn't that unlucky. However, it does mean I've still got the scars in a place I can show them.
Chubby would like to point out that the storage boxes he built for you aren't going to fill themselves.
That's true. I didn't want to make him to give him a lot of work to come back to.
Maybe he's looking forward to having that feeling of normalcy when he gets to sit down at the computer and hop into Minecraft and be buried by work. Just be like, normal.
Well, maybe.
Some people really really appreciate having that little taste of normalcy.
True. Damn it, my roof still isn't made properly. And then...
Oh my. Well, that sounds like a painful laugh.
No, it wasn't painful. Oh, and I was spawned right next to home.
Did your bed get blowed up?
I still don't have a bed.
For Christ's sakes, get a bed. Go find some sheep and kill them. Or shear them, I mean, if you want to sustain them.
I don't have shears yet.
It takes 2 iron ingots. You're telling me you don't have 2 iron ingots?
I don't have 2 iron ingots.
Have you found sand?
No.
Have you left the relative unsafety of your house?
No, because I've been trying to build it up.
There we go. Everybody's set to hang out there. They're all getting their bonuses.
Like, I was literally getting to that point, and then I decided to completely change where my house was.
I'm not angry. I'm not angry with you. I'm just disappointed.
You're always disappointed in me. What's new?
It's my job to be disappointed. This channel wouldn't work if it was digital satisfaction. That sounds weird and creepy.
You're not my dad. You don't have to be disappointed in me.
I don't have to be. It doesn't mean I'm not allowed to be. Come here, little buddy. Let's bring you right there. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You stay there. That should have you eating out of the dish, right? No? Yeah. Awesome.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome. Okay, do you want to see awesome? Look at my screen right now.
Looking. Oh, what's that cute little thing?
Isn't that ridiculous?
Oh,
That's an otter. They're fucking adorable.
They are.
Come here, buddy. When they walk, they bounce along like a parrot because they're basically built the same. Oh yeah, and they make just the most insanely cute noises.
Oh, I want one.
They're so fucking cute. Come on over here, buddy. Let's get you by the food dish. You're gonna love that.
You named it after me?
No, it just sat up and did its eating action.
Oh.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. They're so cute.
Oh.
There it is.
Mind you, I made another furry friend today.
You made what? Another furry friend?
Another furry friend. Yeah.
In The Sims?
One of my clients has 2
Oh.
cats, and neither of them seem to like me all that much. But when I was putting some of the rubbish out, I patted one of them. He seemed to like me a bit more.
Yeah, it generally won't take long for them to warm up to you if you know they have any reason whatsoever. You know, you're nice to them, you pet them, whatever. If you're a dick to them, they will take an immediate dislike to you, and that's pretty much the end of it. They don't tend towards giving you second chances very readily, unless you've earned that trust, and then whatever you've done something to betray it, they'll still trust you, even though you've broken that trust, because you spent the time to build up that trust initially. So they can be pretty forgiving once they have a reason to.
One of them, the one that's been there longer, loves sitting on my client's lap, and he's got Parkinson's, so I have to feed him meals, and just so that we don't mess clothes up, I put a towel over him, just in case.
It's a snuggle blanket.
No, it doesn't like the towel.
No? It totally should. It's a snuggle
blanket. No!
Weird.
I know. But the other one, I happened to be able to pet today, so...
Alright, you giant fiery red bastard. Let's get you.
Is the giant fiery red bastard a fire truck?
No, he's a Spino. He's rather a terrifying creature, capable of inflicting enormous quantities of violence on everything around it.
Oh.
If it wasn't so goddamn foggy, I'd be able to get farther away and give you a better view of the Spino. But this is the Spino. It's a giant.
Doesn't look very cute. I like the otter better.
It's a giant semi-aquatic carnivore, so it wasn't really designed for cuteness.
I like the otter better.
Yeah, it stands to reason. Oh, is that food trough out of fish again? Yeah, you guys are just burning through the fish over here. Alright, let's pull some more fish. Raw fish. And let's pull in 40 plus 7 raw meat.
Damn it, you'd think after having played for as long as I have now, that I'd be able to aim properly and put things in the right place. But I'm still mucking it up.
Aroha, we had such high hopes for you. Where did we go wrong?
I don't know. I mean, it could have been your teaching.
I suppose that's as good a place to lay blame as any.
I mean, I'm just raising valid points here.
Well, in the future I'll make sure to not teach people stuff. You're right. It was a mistake to try.
Actually, your teaching was brilliant.
I feel like that's a bit of a reach. Good, but I feel like good is sufficient. I think brilliant overstating it.
Well, it was fun at least.
Oh yeah, I find if things are more entertaining, people are way more likely to retain it. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So I need 8 more of those.
Tell that to my calculus teacher.
In fairness, calculus is not something that's easy to make fun, because it's calculus. The pain's pretty much implicit in the name.
Stupid chickens.
No, you're stupid chicken. How dare you.
I'm not the one running into the hole that I want to put a piece of stone in.
Aren't you, though?
And I just lost 2 chickens.
I'm not going to be able to expand this on that side.
In other news, my wheat is pretty much all grown.
All your weed is grown? Okay, cool. When did you plant weed?
Wheat!
Oh, wheat! Got it, okay. I didn't realize they added weed to the game. I was like, holy shit, progressive.